Digital disruption: how Black entrepreneurs are breaking the system and building new wealth pathways. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm truly honored to stand before you to share some extraordinary insights that could fundamentally change how we think about entrepreneurship, opportunity, and economic empowerment in America. Recently, I had the privilege of interviewing Linda Jones, a visionary researcher and advocate who has been documenting the remarkable transformation happening within Black entrepreneurship. Linda isn't just another academic. She's a revolutionary force who has dedicated her life to uncovering pathways to prosperity that traditional economic gatekeepers have either overlooked or actively suppressed. Her groundbreaking work reveals how digital innovation is creating unprecedented opportunities for Black business owners to bypass traditional barriers and build thriving enterprises. What makes Linda's research so powerful is that she doesn't just identify problems, she illuminates solutions that are working right now today in communities across America. For generations, we've been told a story about what business success requires. We've been told you need significant startup capital, that you need physical storefronts and inventory, that you need connections to powerful networks and institutions. We've been told essentially that you need access to systems that have historically excluded Black Americans. This narrative hasn't just been discouraging, it's been devastating. It has convinced countless talented entrepreneurs that the deck is stacked too heavily against them, that their dreams of business ownership must remain just that, dreams. But what if I told you this entire narrative is crumbling before our eyes? What if I told you that the very foundations of business success are being rewritten right now? This is precisely what Linda Jones has discovered. Her research reveals something profound happening at the intersection of technology, entrepreneurship, and racial equity. While lack of access to capital and resources remains a significant barrier for Black entrepreneurs in traditional business models, the digital economy, particularly side hustles, affiliate marketing, and digital products, is rapidly leveling the playing field in ways that conventional business approaches never could. Let me be clear about something that might challenge your thinking. When most people hear side hustle, they immediately categorize it as something small, something temporary, something less than. But Linda's research shows something far more revolutionary is happening. These digital ventures aren't just stopgap measures, they're becoming primary engines of prosperity and wealth creation. They're not just side hustles, they're wealth accelerators that operate outside traditional systems. Consider this startling fact: that digital platforms now allow Black professionals to build scalable businesses with minimal upfront investment, effectively bypassing many of the systemic hurdles found in brick and mortar ventures. This isn't incremental change, it's transformational. It's not just adapting to an existing system, it's creating an entirely new one. The conventional wisdom tells us that business success requires substantial financial backing, but Linda's research reveals a counterintuitive truth. In the digital economy, creativity, authenticity, and strategic execution often matter more than initial capital. This insight doesn't just tweak our understanding, it completely upends it. Let me share with you three key insights from Linda's groundbreaking research that illuminate this transformation. First, embracing digital innovation. Linda's work shows that leveraging e commerce, social media, and digital products can empower Black entrepreneurs to reach broader markets without needing significant startup capital. The digital landscape has democratized access to global audiences in ways previously unimaginable. A creator with a smartphone and internet connection can now reach millions, a power once reserved exclusively for those with massive marketing budgets. Second, the power of community support. Structured mentorship programs and inclusive franchise models are proving critical for overcoming barriers like limited access to networks and funding. When intentionally designed, these support systems can transform outcomes. They create the social capital that systemic racism has often denied Black entrepreneurs. Third, scalability through side hustles. These ventures, ranging from freelance design to affiliate marketing, are not just supplemental income streams. They can be transformed into primary sources of prosperity through strategic use of technology and community driven support systems. They can grow from generating hundreds of dollars to thousands to tens of thousands per month, all without the traditional gatekeeper saying yes. These insights aren't just theoretical. Linda's research documents real world examples that demonstrate these principles in action, creating new pathways to prosperity that simply didn't exist before. Let me tell you about Kona Ice, a mobile shaved ice franchise that has cultivated a remarkably diverse owner base. 16% of their new franchisees over 3 years are Black entrepreneurs. This might not sound revolutionary until you understand the historical context. Traditional franchising has long excluded minority entrepreneurs through prohibitively high startup costs and lack of structured support. What makes Kona Ice different? They've reimagined the franchise model with accessibility at its core. They offer entry costs that are attainable, built in financing options that work for diverse entrepreneurs, robust mentorship programs that provide ongoing support, and an emphasis on community giving that resonates with values driven business owners. The results speak volumes. Black franchise owners report extraordinarily high satisfaction, 93 on the franchisee satisfaction index. Their sales performance more than doubles that of non franchise peers in similar markets. This isn't just incremental improvement, it's a fundamental reimagining of what's possible when financial and structural roadblocks are intentionally removed. But franchising is just one pathway. Linda's research also highlights the transformative impact of digital skills training through organizations like TBM Promotions, also known as the Black Mall. TBM Promotions recognized a critical gap. Many Chicago based Black owned businesses lack the digital infrastructure or skills needed for modern growth. Rather than simply lamenting this digital divide, they created solutions. Their next digital program provides hands on training in website development and AI integration tailored specifically for these entrepreneurs. The outcomes have been nothing short of remarkable. Businesses using these tools reported rapid customer base growth and increased operational efficiency within months of implementation. One bakery owner who struggled for years to expand beyond her neighborhood now ships nationwide, tripling her income. A natural hair product creator who once sold only at local markets now has customers in 27 states. These aren't anomalies. They're becoming the new normal when technological barriers are removed. But perhaps the most striking example from Linda's research comes from the world of affiliate marketing in digital products. Many US based Black entrepreneurs have transformed what began as side hustles into major income generators, with some earning $8,000 per month promoting niche products online. These entrepreneurs faced significant barriers, including limited initial funding options and difficulty breaking into mainstream retail channels due to bias or lack of connections. Their solution? They focused on building audiences through email lists and social platforms before launching their own ebooks or printables through marketplaces like Etsy, products requiring little overhead but offering high margins once created. The financial outcomes are stunning. Top affiliates regularly generate $5,000 to $10,000 monthly, with several reporting near total profit margins after the initial product creation phase. One woman who started promoting fitness products during the pandemic now earns more than she did as a full time corporate employee with complete location independence. Another entrepreneur who creates digital planners for small business owners now generates six figures annually from products that cost nothing to replicate once designed. What's particularly powerful about these examples is that they aren't isolated success stories. They represent emerging patterns that challenge our fundamental assumptions about entrepreneurship and opportunity. For too long, we've accepted a narrative that says certain paths to success are closed to Black entrepreneurs due to systemic barriers. What Linda Jones has documented is not a denial of those barriers. They absolutely exist and must be addressed, but rather the emergence of alternative pathways that circumvent many traditional obstacles. As Maya Angelou famously said, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. The entrepreneurs in Linda's research embody this spirit, finding innovative ways forward despite systemic challenges. This matters profoundly because entrepreneurship has historically been one of the most reliable paths to wealth creation in America. When certain communities face disproportionate barriers to business ownership, the effects ripple through generations, perpetuating economic inequality. The digital revolution Linda has documented offers a powerful counter narrative, one where determination, creativity, and strategic use of technology can open doors previously thought closed. I want to be clear. This isn't about minimizing the very real systemic challenges that persist. Black entrepreneurs still face discriminatory lending practices, limited access to networks, and unconscious bias from consumers and investors. These issues demand policy solutions and institutional change. But while that important work continues, Linda's research reveals that many entrepreneurs aren't waiting. They're creating new paths forward, leveraging digital tools to build businesses that might have been impossible just a decade ago. This brings me to a profound question that Linda's work raises. What if the most effective response to systemic exclusion isn't just fighting for inclusion in existing systems, but also building new, more accessible pathways to success? The entrepreneurs in these examples aren't just building businesses, they are pioneering models that others can follow. They are creating blueprints for success that can be replicated and scaled. They are demonstrating that in the digital economy, the traditional gatekeepers have less power than ever before. As Shirley Chisholm once said, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. Today's Black digital entrepreneurs are doing something even more revolutionary. They're building entirely new tables. So I challenge you today, how will you respond to what you've learned? Will you continue to accept the limitations of traditional systems, or will you embrace the disruptive potential of digital entrepreneurship? Will you wait for permission from gatekeepers, or will you create your own path forward? The revolution happening in Black entrepreneurship isn't just changing individual businesses, it's rewriting the rules of economic opportunity in America. It's creating new pathways to prosperity that bypass many traditional barriers. It's demonstrating that with creativity, determination, and strategic use of technology, entrepreneurs can build thriving businesses despite systemic challenges. This isn't just a nice story. This is a call to action. For aspiring entrepreneurs, the digital economy offers unprecedented opportunities with lower barriers to entry than ever before. For investors, there's untapped potential in supporting these innovative business models. For policymakers, we need to invest in digital infrastructure and skills training that makes these opportunities accessible to all. The future of entrepreneurship isn't just about who gets funded by venture capital or who secures traditional bank loans. It's about who can create value in the digital marketplace. And that playing field is more level than any we've seen before. The question isn't whether these new pathways to prosperity exist. Linda Jones has proven they do. The question is, will you recognize them, embrace them, and help build them? Will you be part of this quiet revolution that's creating economic opportunity where traditional systems have failed? The power is in your hands. The time to act is now. Thank you